I'm going to show you guys a crazy way to make money in New World. This route is one of the best routes, if not the absolute best route I have ever posted. Even at deflated prices, the amount you're going to get is actually crazy, okay? So you're going to be getting wire fiber, I mean. You're going to be getting ironwood, and you're going to be mining platinum, and you're going to be picking up azoth water, and you're going to be mining normal iron along the way. So you're going to want for this 175 harvesting. You're going to want 175 logging, and whatever platinum is, which is like, what is platinum? Platinum is something like 100 maybe. Platinum is 110. So you're going to need 110 mining for this as well. Now also you're going to want for this a full set of mining luck gear, including the amulet, and you're going to want mining luck on your pickaxe, and you're going to want the same thing for harvesting, and you're going to want the same thing for logging, and you're going to want to try to get those organized in your inventory in a way that makes sense so that you can just swap them without being totally lost and confused in your inventory. Now also, I highly recommend for this getting some really cheap harvesting food so that when you get to there's a part in the cycle where you grab all the wire weave, and then you go back to the mining and the logging. So what you want to do is have a good logging food, but nothing too crazy. I mean, you can go crazy on it if you want, because the bulk of the route is going to be getting ironwood, and then for one little spot, you're going to pop some just cheap cornbread or something like that, and then right after you're done with that part, you're just going to go pop another logging one, which is fine because the whole route takes about 25 to 30 minutes, so your logging one's about to run out anyway by the time you get to the wire fiber, or it's kind of close. So it's a good time to go ahead and pop the cornbread so you get extra chance at blister weave and stuff, and then go back to the logging stuff. Now this spot is in Reekwater. It's probably the best Reekwater. I think it's even better than my other route that I posted about. So it's on the northeast side of Reekwater. So I'm going to show you a map with the resources marked on it, but generally you're going to start just north of Stronghold Ravine. There's a bunch of wire fiber there. You're going to follow them out, get some platinum here, some ironwood all throughout here, some more platinum over on the right side of that. And then down here, you're going to get a bunch of iron all through here. And then this part's kind of a pain, but you're going to get a bunch of ironwood through here, some azoth water, and some more ironwood. Then you're going to come all the way back up here, and in this swamp, you're going to get a ton of azoth water. Lots and lots and lots of it, which will lead you all the way back up to the beginning. And then you got to run through a ship flight comb and get through there and get back to the beginning. And by that time, all the wire weave is back. And it's been long enough that the cycles are just long enough to where the majority of the ironwood trees will respawn, if not all the ironwood trees will respawn on each cycle. So just like the loop works out perfectly on time. Now I'm going to show you this this part again, but with the resources marked and the actual path drawn. So hold on, let's go ahead and go to that. Okay, so this is a map roughly of what you will be expecting here. So you start off up here. This is wire fiber up here, okay? These ones right here are wire fiber, except for one of those, and this is wire fiber. So you are generally going to start off either right here or right here. So let's say we start here. This is an azoth spring. So you go azoth spring, and you're going to pop a cornbread and have your harvesting gear on and get, wire fiber. And I usually go to here, and then wire fiber, iron ore, wire fiber, another wire fiber, down to this. This is azoth water. Then you go to here. This is platinum ore. There's two of them. There should be two right here as well. You drop down a ledge. Then right here, there's an ironwood tree, another ironwood tree, another ironwood tree, another ironwood tree, and another ironwood tree, and another ironwood tree, and another ironwood tree. And right here are two ironwood trees, but one of them's floating in the air when I made this video, so you can't get it. But if you're watching this on like patch 1.7 or something, like 3 years from now, hopefully they'll have fixed the model and it'll be on the ground eventually. Then you go down here, and you put on your mining gear and get platinum ore, platinum ore, platinum ore. Then you're going to cut all the way down here, and you're going to grab iron ore, which this one's a little weird, like, because some are up on ledges, so you got it. It's like playing Where's Waldo, dude. They're around there. There's three of them there if no one got them. You're going to climb up this ledge, and over here there's some iron ore. You're going to climb up another ledge, and here is more iron ore. Then from here, you're going to go along like this, and it's best to just climb up on this ledge to de-aggro enemies and come in from right here. And there's a silver elite wolf guarding the ironwood right here, so you're going to have to kill it. So just put on your good gear and just kill the wolf. And there's like a boar too that generally gets caught in the fight. And after you kill that, though, there's 3 ironwood trees there as a reward. Then you're going to go down here for another ironwood. And then there's an azoth spring, and then ironwood, and then an azoth spring. And then from here, I go straight down to here because there's 2 ironwood trees right here, I think, if I remember it right. Then you start cutting back. And now you get azoth water and 1 more ironwood. Then you're going to go up here to the swamp, the good old swamp. So here's azoth water. There's a bunch of alligators here, but if your gear is good enough, they won't really hit you that hard, and you kind of just ignore them. It's annoying, but you can just ignore most of them. And then you get Azoth water, Azoth water, Azoth water, Azoth water, Azoth water, and more Azoth water. And this is all Azoth water, and you're just going to go like that. Then from here, the route is done. By this point, it'll have been like 20 to 25 minutes. You're going to spend the next like 5 minutes or so going back through here to the beginning. And I generally start at the iron ore, and then I just go up to that one, and then like that, and repeat the cycle. And all this cycle, yeah, it takes 22 to 32 minutes depending on what happens, and if you die, it's going to be bad. You know, right there you could die, and it's not fun. Okay, so watch out for that one. That's the real annoying part, that you, like, this right here, like, you may even consider skipping that if you're not geared, because you're pretty much no matter what have to fight the wolf. Like, there's some stuff you can do if you're really patient to not fight the wolf, but it's just not a fun spot on this route. Everything else is whatever. You know, there's annoying things here and there, but nothing too bad, and you'll be able to go through here and get this done. Most enemies, when I have them on me, I just keep on sidestepping them or just eating their damage and just keep on like cutting tree or whatever and just try to ignore them. If your gear is good enough, you can do that. My mining gear and harvesting gear and all that was just good enough for me to get away with that, and I have a life staff, so if I needed to, I could just heal. So that's the route. This is a really, really, really good route, and I'm going to go ahead and skip to a little segment, maybe like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and we're just going to see what is like sped up version of this, so you can see like how annoying it can be, and generally what the route's going to look like, and then we're going to move on to what I found in 1 hour and what it's worth on my server. Okay, so I did 1 hour of that route, and 1 hour of that route got me 4 brilliant aquamarines, 4 moonstones, 2 diamonds, 1 malachite, 6 onyx, which was so nice, 4 opals, and then a bunch of flawed from the iron. I got aged tan from a chest I grabbed, which I'm not even going to count. That's like 5 coins or something, or 3. Got some fey iron, got a bunch of iron, a bunch of wire fiber, 17 blisterweave, 6 scalecloth, some fibers, 5 wildwood, 9 barbvine, over 1,000 ironwood, and then Arcana, we have 158 Azoth water, a bunch of moats, we have a bunch of shell bed cap, and a bunch of that. I'll probably pull all that together other than the Azoth water and just add it up as one thing on the at the end. And then we got, I don't think any of this, we got the mushrooms. The mushrooms I got from that. Everything else I already had on me. And I think that is everything from this route. So I'm going to look at some of these prices, and I'm going to add this up. So like the best find so far out of all this was Brilliant Onyx, which is worth about 100 on my server. You can sell it for 70 to 100. On this right now, I'm going to put it at 100, but you know, you might want to lowball that when you're estimating it for yourself, depending on what your prices are. And Diamond, I got Brilliant Diamond. I got 2 of these, so those are worth 55 a piece, which is really about how much they sell. They go all the way as high as 75. I watch this market a lot. I was going to add all these up. I'm not going to make you watch me go through each one of those. Let's look at the iron ore. So iron ore is like 0.18. Fey iron, I think, is worthless. It is worth a little bit. I'll add it up. Wire fiber on my server is 0.15. Yeah, 0.15 is about fair for that. We got some fibers, which I don't even know. Should I even add those up? 83 of them. 0.17. And we got blisterweave and scalecloth, which are the fun ones. These ones are worth a lot on my server, and probably worth the most on all servers out of the rare materials, except for maybe Tolvium and Cinnabar sometimes. Scalecloth, so they're both 120, 130. That's actually where they're at on my server. They've gone lower, now they've come back up, so they're kind of at their bottom finally. And they've been hanging around there for a while now, so I think that's really where they're going to bottom out. Barbvine is 65. 60. I'll say 65. Why not? And we got the wildwood, which is worth 150. Okay, we'll say 150. Then we got the ironwood, which on my server sells for a little bit. I would know. I had to buy some already. 0.13. I'll also say 0.15. It's been hanging around for a while. Now the Azoth water, because Outpost Rush just came out when I made this, is now worth 4. And honestly, it may go up even more than this. What are infused health potions at? Health potions are at... They're trending towards 5 now. So this Azoth water may go up. I'll put S4 on this video. Just know that if you're doing this like a week from now, it may end up being worth like 7 a piece or something, because people are popping those pots constantly all day long now because of Outpost Rush. Shell bed cap is 1.6. And then other than that, I've just got like mushrooms, and I'm just going to go ahead to the text editor after the mushroom. Mushrooms are worth almost nothing. I might not even... all the miscellaneous I'll just add up as one category. All right, I'm going to throw it all on a text editor, and we're going to add it up. We're going to see how much we made in the hour. Well, I added it all up, and the brilliant gems are worth 916, flaw gems around 25, iron ore 203, fey iron 13, wire fiber 167, 14 for fibers, 2,229 for blisterweave, 720 for scalecloth, 205 for ironwood, 540 for barbvine, 750 for wildwood, 632 for Azoth water, 75 for the shell bed cap, and 195.8 for the other miscellaneous arcana and the mushrooms and all that. So all in all, that's going to bring our total to 6,752.44 per hour. What an hour that was. Wow. That was a lot of money. So this is an insanely good money farming route. This is honestly one of the best. If the prices were how they were back when I made my earlier videos, this probably would have been like 35,000 an hour, because I mean, it was hard to sell them at 500 and stuff, but when those things sold super high, it was insane. So even at deflated prices, your range for this is probably going to be between 2,000 and maybe 9,000 depending on your server. There's a lot of variance server to server if you guys haven't figured this out yet. Some servers it's like everything's cheap, and some servers everything's expensive. And I'm one of those servers where it's like everything's expensive, but there are servers out there that are a little more expensive than me. So depending on your server, it's going to be between 2,000 and 9,000 coins per hour. So hopefully you can enjoy this route. It's kind of an annoying route, but if you can do it and no one's competing with you, there are an insane amount of coins to make by running this route. And there you have it. Now you know probably the absolute best money farming route in all of Reekwater, hands down.